How to start a catering business. Welcome to YouTube's brand new premier catering business channel. This is going to be dedicated solely to you, the catering entrepreneur. If you're looking to create your own catering business or scale your existing one, we're going to have tons of tips, tricks, and a lot of great information and resources here. We are actually not new to YouTube. We have dozens of other channels dedicated to food entrepreneurship. Definitely check out those links down below. Let's dive right into this. This video is how profitable is a catering business. So if you're wanting to know exactly how the profitability works in catering business, or if you're looking to expand your profitability because you are new and you want some new, fresh ideas, well, I'm going to give you 9 specific things and explain to you the detail how that actually affects your profitability for your catering business. Now, the profitability, of course, of catering businesses can be substantial, but it actually depends on various factors such as business model, market demand, pricing strategy, cost management, and operational efficiencies. Now that may sound like a little bit overwhelming, but I'm going to break this down for you very simplistically so you understand how this will work. So here's a detailed breakdown of what influences the profitability in the catering industry. Number 1, market demand and your niche selection. So let's look at your target audience. You want to identify your primary customers. Are you looking for corporate events, weddings, private parties, etc.? You want to specifically know who is your audience and your customer base. Next up would be specialization. Now, once you figure out your target audience, offering unique or specialized menus like vegan, gourmet, or ethnic cuisine can attract a specific clientele willing to pay premium prices for your food. Number 2, revenue streams. Now, let's look at event catering. Large-scale events such as weddings and corporate functions are always a great place to start. Regular contracts. So these are recurring contracts with businesses for corporate lunches or even school meals or lunch meals. Additional services that you could potentially provide, like providing additional services for event planning, decoration, or rentals, can actually boost your revenue as a catering business. Some of the outside the box ideas that you may not necessarily thought of. Number 3, your pricing strategy. Cost-based pricing. Now this is calculate the cost of ingredients, labor, and overhead to set a profitable price. Next would be value-based pricing. This is actually price based on the perceived value to the customer, which can be higher than the actual costs. Competitive pricing. Now you want to analyze competitors in your industry within your city or county where you're launching your catering business, because pricing and position yourself appropriately in the marketplace for your specific area. Number 4, cost management. This is a very tricky one. As I actually operate, of course, my own food business, cost management is a bit of a challenge. Now, ingredient costs. Of course, you have sourcing high quality ingredients at the best possible prices. Hopefully it's done locally, which minimizes your shipping costs. Labor costs. Then this is the efficient staff management to avoid overstaffing or even underutilization. Sometimes you can have an event and not have enough people, and that creates stress and then a service that's going to be lower than what you expected. Your overhead costs. You want to control expenses related to kitchen rent, utilities, transportation, or even marketing. Number 5, this can affect the profitability of any catering business, operational efficiency. So now menu planning. So you want a streamlined menu that reduces the waste and maximize ingredient usage. Logistics are very important as well. So efficient delivery and setup processes to minimize time and fuel costs, which also affect your payroll. Technology. So you want to use a catering management software to streamline orders, scheduling, and invoicing, so you don't need a large staff in your office handling that aspect. Number 6, profit margins. Now, gross profit margin. So typically ranges, now remember, this is gross profit margin, not your net. It ranges between 50 to 70% on average in the industry. This is calculated by subtracting the cost of goods, which is your COGS, from your total sales revenue. Now, the most important aspect is net profit margin, right? So that can actually range from 10 to 15% after accounting for all expenses, things such as labor, marketing, or even overhead. Number 7, seasonality and economic factors. Now, this can be of something that's completely out of your control, but you need to be aware of it at least. Peak seasons, more profitable during wedding seasons, of course, holidays near the end of the year, fourth quarter, and special events. Economic conditions. Now, of course, economic downturns can reduce discretionary spending on catering services, but that's something that's out of your control, and there may be other ways that you can be creative by offering affordable or economic catering services. Number 8, scalability. All right, so expansion, the ability to actually scale operations by adding more events or expanding to new markets. That's one way to actually get additional revenue. Franchising, there's even potential to franchise the business model for rapid growth, and that is basically taking your concept, allowing others to pay you for the concept, and you give them the guidelines and everything they need to succeed. Last but never least, number 9, customer satisfaction and retention. Quality and service. Now, it's maybe overstated, but it's definitely something that you need to know. High quality food and, of course, exceptional service lead to repeat businesses and referrals. In the catering industry, you definitely want to be aware of word of mouth. Word of mouth is powerful. It can definitely bring in clients and bring them back over and over. Now, feedback and improvement. Now, regularly seeking and acting on customer feedback to improve offerings definitely is one way to also keep and retain clientele. Now, let's give some examples here. Some financial projections examples. So, assuming you're a small to maybe a medium-sized catering business, if your annual revenue is around $200,000 to maybe $500,000, your cost of goods, your COGS, are around 30% of that revenue. Gross profit, 70% of revenue. Operating expenses come in at about 55%. You would net profit around 15% of revenue. Now, for a business, let's say $300,000 in annual sales of revenue, you've got, let's say, cost of goods around $90,000, gross profit around $210,000, and then operating expenses, let's say, around $165,000. Your net profit would be around $45,000. So yes, it can be profitable. It is a lot of planning and definitely a lot of work, but you can definitely make it profitable even today in 2024 and beyond. Now, here's a couple of key takeaways you want to keep in mind. A well-managed catering business can actually be highly profitable, especially with an efficient cost control and high quality of your service. Service is really something that makes or breaks any catering business. The initial investment can be moderate to high, but the returns can be substantial with proper management and marketing. And thirdly, building a strong reputation and customer base is crucial for long-term profitability. If you have a customer or client that really enjoyed your services, you need to make sure when they leave that event that they have tons of your business cards, they have your website, they have your domain. Ask them, tell them, hey, could you please kindly, I'm growing my business. Can you recommend me to more of your friends, family, or other business associates? This is a great way to simply just encourage someone to help grow your business. And remember, you're not paying for that part of it. That marketing is absolutely free, but it's based upon how you did the event. So, welcome to How to Start a Catering Business. I hope you stick around. Definitely subscribe. Take a look at some channels, additional videos we're going to have pop up, and I'll see you on our next video.